Oh my goodness, it has been so long since I've talked to you all, and I'm sorry. That is totally my fault. I'm gonna give you a quick update as to everything that's happened while I've been gone because it is a lot. And then I thought it'd be fun to talk a little bit about watercolor lettering. First off, last time we talked, we lived in Nashville and I was freelancing and I had just gotten engaged to Jason and we were moving to Montana. A lot of that happened and went to plan. We did get married. We did move to Montana. I'll post a video down below from my husband's channel about the wedding. It was perfect. It was everything we wanted and dreamed of. And then we lived in a house here in Montana for about a year. And then we bought our own place. So we've been here since September, which is awesome in a lot of ways. It's overwhelming in a lot of other ways. Homeownership comes with its own ups and downs, as those of you that own know. Jason was working for one company. He switched to another that has been so awesome for him. He travels a good amount. And then I actually ended up taking a job as well. I still freelance on the side for sure, but I was looking for something that would just kind of let me focus on my life with Jason, our new life here in Montana, and not have to work all hours of the day. So I took a job with a financial company, and I was a little disappointed and confused with myself at first for taking the job. To be totally honest, I felt a lot of stigma around, you're a freelancer, you have to do this, blah, blah, blah. And you know what I've learned? That there are moments in your life where you just have to do maybe what is right and maybe not what is the most fun. And quite frankly, it's been a really good thing. I learned a ton about personal finance, about retirement, about finance in general. I have an art degree, for God's sakes. So if it's okay with you, in future videos, I may kind of just give some ideas around that. It's been a priority for Jason and I over the last year or so to get ourselves in a good place financially, currently, for our future. I've still definitely been taking on clients on the side and keeping freelance alive because it's an important part of me and where I want to be in the future. But I miss making a lot, so I decided I should come back and talk to you guys. And then one final thing that's pretty new and exciting for us is we are expecting a baby boy in 2.5 months. So I am about 7 months pregnant. Here's the baby bump to prove it. Quite large. He's gonna be a big boy, but we're very excited about that. Life's about to get super crazy. And one of the things I know about myself is when life gets crazy, it's really important for me to take some time, slow down, and make some things. So that's why I thought some watercolor lettering would be good today. Let's get started. So with watercolor lettering, there's obviously a few ways to do this, as there is with most things. Today I'm going to, this will focus, or we're gonna use this water brush pen. You can obviously use whatever you want, a normal paintbrush. This is kind of a fun way because I feel like it's less messy. You have a little bit more control. So let's get started. I just filled this with water. You just unscrew it. It's 2 pieces. Water goes in here, screw it back on. And if this will focus, it has a little brush tip behind it. It's just like a paintbrush. And then obviously it's important to use watercolor paper. I will put the link down below. And then you have to pick your watercolor, which you can use anything. You can use Crayola for all I care. One of my favorites is Winsor Newton. This is a really old set, but I'll again link. This is very messy, as watercolor is. So these ones are more like in the palette. Here's another set of Winsor Newton, also an option. These ones are in the tube. So really whatever you have is fine. Again, Crayola, great, whatever you want. So I'm gonna use this one for this exercise. All you do is you, similar to the brush pens we've used in the past tutorials, you just squeeze this, and as you can see, maybe water is dripping in it. So you're just gonna use this like you would a brush, and instead of dipping it in water, the water's already in the pen. I am going to write welcome baby boy. So again, squeeze the pen, and I'm just putting it on the paint here. I picked a blue, like a lighter blue. And then if you can even see it, it's super light, kind of did a little rough sketch of what I want to write here. I used an H You should use an H if you have it, but I used an HB pencil, or you can use this and just write really, really softly. If you write down on this at all, you're gonna want to make sure that you use a darker color to cover it up. There are a few ways you can do this. The first is paint with water first and then add color, and the second is paint with color. So we'll start with just water. Again, this is full of water, so you just kind of pump it and load the brush down here. You can kind of see the water. There's a little bit of blue on this because I was just painting, but you can just get a little bit of water on here and then just go ahead and go straight to your paper. So again, with lettering, up is thin and down is thick. And this is a little harder because you can't see what you put on because it's just water on paper. And then you can come in and dip your brush in your paint and kind of add this to where you just painted the water. And it's watercolor, so it will flow, but you may need to kind of coax it along a little bit. So this method is a little more natural looking, potentially less forced. Personally, it's not my favorite, but it's an option. So I'm gonna finish the W like this and then we'll move on to the other method. The other thing you can do is, of course, with watercolor, it blends. So I'm gonna add a little bit of a darker blue here as well, just so it has kind of some variance to it. Down is thick, up is thin. And for those of you that are new to lettering, I have a hand lettering guide that goes through all these techniques that I will, of course, link down below. And that's maybe a good place to start if this is like, whoa, 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 you're a little ahead of me here. So I'm just kind of adding some of this darker blue in throughout so that it looks a little more fluid. So now I've kind of moved to the other method. As you need water, you can just kind of pump it into your paint pot here, and then as you need it, you just add more. Up is thin, down is thick. The other good news about this brush is that you don't have to do calligraphy like we've been doing. You can do just normal type as well. So I'm gonna come in here in the middle and kind of just write like I normally would with a pen. And you can mix kind of lighter and darker colors here as well. So the colors are really close, so it's not a huge variance, but it's something. Move this closer so you guys can see. These are the two colors that I'm using. If it'll focus, this one and this one. So as you can see, they're pretty close. And everybody loves a good flourish, so we'll add some. Obviously I took the Y in here to fill this space. The B kind of wraps around here. I'm just gonna add some little like decorations kind of here. Oops. So just to recap really quickly, of course you just pump the brush when you need more water. You can paint directly on the paper with your water, or you can just kind of pump into your color pot and paint on the paper with paint. I prefer this way, but try them both. You never know what you're gonna like better. So here's our final product. Welcome, baby boy. It's been really fun seeing you guys again. Hopefully we'll see you soon. We're gonna be making more stuff, so come back.